Alright, this is looking a little bit better. Hopefully we'll be able to head into round 3 and have a shot at least winning 2 with this thing. Not an amazing deck by any means, but a reasonable deck. We're up against Kenny Darko. Like Donnie Darko, maybe. Who knows what Kenny Darko is? Alright, we're going to go ahead and hit F8 now. We're going to pass over to Kenny Darko. Maybe we'll see a nice target for our Magma Spray. Nope, not yet. Let's get a Swamperoonie out there, I think. Don't have much to do here in the early game. Yeah, Doom Beetle's no target for this. We're going to go ahead and cycle the Wander in Death. Another red. Interesting. I think we only have 2 red in here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and slam that 3rd land and go ahead and get that Minotaur out there. Hurry, Cursed Minotaur. Do some work. This is interesting. Kenny Darko has decided to play their full art swamp. Their one full art swamp. They dragged it into the main there. Pretty weird. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and swing with the Cursed Minotaur here. Sounds good. We're going to go ahead and cast Sparring Mummy. This is a somewhat relevant creature. We'll untap the Cursed Mummy. The Cursed Minotaur, rather. Alright, so we didn't draw our planes that we wanted. I'll throw that swamp in, though. We can go ahead and swing with both here, I think. We're probably not going to get through that Dune Beetle, but if they decided to give it +2/+0, we could think about Magma Spraying, although it's not super value there. Maybe it wasn't a great swing, I'm not sure, since I didn't really want to make the play of casting the spray there. Go ahead and cast Doom Beetle here and then pass over. We've got the ability to cycle either of our 2 cards, but the trouble is these cards are both pretty good. It's kind of lame to have to cycle, especially Cast Out, but the Okitra's Attendant too, you don't really want to have to cycle it. Now, unlike our last round opponent, Kenny has managed to win one of his rounds, so we can't expect him to be totally inept. We do have the most white. I think we've got 7 white in there, so there's 6 left. And Evolving Wilds. So there's 7 left, basically, so we've got a quarter chance. I think we're just going to draw. Alright, so we still got something to do, even though it wasn't exactly what we wanted. Let's take a swing with the Cursed Minotaur. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was the sound of another video being finished, converting into an MP3. Stirring the Sands here, huh? Making a 2/2 guy. Guessing they'll double block the Minotaur then. If we do that, we could Magma Spray the 2/2. So let's just let them block and then Magma Spray the 2/2. Interesting. Yeah, so we're still going to Magma Spray the 2/2. Same thing, I guess. Alright. Deal him a few damage. And we'll throw down our Fan Bearer. Interesting there. I think I would have blocked the Cursed Minotaur instead of the Sparring Mummy. Rags. Oh, that's why they blocked the Sparring Mummy. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, that hurts pretty bad. You get 2 for 1 on us there. Rags is not really awesome against our deck, though. A lot of red-white decks would just be super punished by Rags, but ours is not in that situation. We're pretty close to wanting to cast out that Doom Beetle, actually. Swing for 4. Our other options to cycle the Okitras Attendant and play more slowly. Yeah, I think we're just going to cast out that Beetle. It's a pretty aggressive play, but if we can get the white to get to these guys, we're going to be able to win. I kind of want to start putting the pressure on so they have to spend their cards to deal with what we've got in play currently. And then we can, if we can draw our white, we'll be able to play these other threats that they're going to have a lot of trouble dealing with after they've already spent their mana and their important cards. So let's see what they're going to put down next here. For a second I was wondering where the Doom Beetle was, why it wasn't in their graveyard, but that's just kind of silly. Alright, that was something. Okay, we're going to definitely cycle one of these since we have 2 now. And I think we're going to go ahead and lay bare the heart. So let's see what all they've got. What are we cooking with over here, sir? Oh, I didn't pick a card yet, did I? Oh, I thought I picked. That was rough. Made them discard the draw spell. That was not my intent. Alright, I wanted to scoot that over so I could have a better look at it. Didn't even really get to see all the cards in their hand. Sometimes things will happen to you because you're on Magic Online. And sometimes they'll happen for you because you're on Magic Online too. Sometimes you'll be playing against a really great player with a really great deck and they just won't attack. Or they'll just skip their turn or something. It's kind of weird. But it's definitely part of the game on here. Alright, so I don't recall if they had anything to make us sad if we would cut that thing. I don't really like cutting it, but we could also cycle our other attendant. Now that we've got 2, it makes the value of getting that next land really, really high. Yeah, so not a black land, not as good. But they are at reasonably low life, so Ribbons is actually only a few damage away from killing them currently, so we're going to go ahead and cut their Seeker. That way we can deal them 1 damage now, and we'll be 1 away, either a land or a damage away from killing them with Ribbons. Which is going to put them in a rough situation, because they won't be able to tap their mana to cast creatures if they had a counterspell. I don't think they had one. I don't recall seeing one, but it's got to be Drakehaven, right? Sentinels. And Drakehaven. Okay, so if we get a land, we've got this. And we did. Alright, we'll go on to game 2. So they had a ton of cards in their hand. With the Drakehaven, I don't know if I want the Unburdens or not, but the Unburdens are really nice whenever they're tapped out. It's really sweet to get cards out of their hand when they're tapped out with the Drakehaven. I think we do want the other Unburden. I'm not sure what we'd pull for it, though. Yeah, probably the Wandering Death. It didn't seem like they were going to have ways to kill a ton of our guys. Let's take out 1 Wandering Death and throw in 1 Unburden here. Been finding we've been making that switch quite a bit. Maybe a Doom Beetle too. Although the Doom Beetle does live through the rags. Yeah, I don't care enough about that. Let's take out the Doom Beetle. Let's keep the Wandering Death instead. That way we can just have a lot more relevant creatures. Well, we finally got to cast Cut. This is a pretty powerful card. We actually got to do both. And it was pretty relevant, actually. I mean, we could have won there with the Cat Lord, probably. But it would have been a little bit more grindy, and it was not assured. It wasn't assured victory at all. Although there's an argument to be made that if we weren't splashing the red, then maybe we would have just already had our white, so we would have cast all those Okitra's attendants and won anyways. Alright, well they are taking their time on the deck adjustments here. There we go, Kenny Darko is back. This hand is not crazy awesome, but it's not the worst. They played really slowly against us. I think we're actually going to keep this. We're probably going to cycle the Winged Shepherd. That's pretty lame we drew a land right there. We got so many of our lands in our hand already. That's a good card. Alright, we're going to lay bare the heart here early in the game. We're going to try to actually, they have a black and blue, so we won't have to move that out of the way to see those again. Alright, so the Gravedigger is probably a good choice here. Stir the Sands is good too. I think I like taking the Gravedigger away though. Gravedigger is just a powerful card. The Oracle is decent as well though. They get it back with the Digger, is the problem there. Stir the Sands is worth considering as it's draw a card and get a 2/2. Yeah, actually, let's go with Stir the Sands. That kind of limits their options a little bit here. So they got Gravedigger, Naga, Final Reward, and a couple lands. We're looking reasonably good here. We're going to go ahead and cast this Those Who Serve. That was a good card to draw. Nice to draw a 3-drop here. So this is probably going to be Naga. Naga does get some value with Gravedigger. Didn't think about that. As they could put a powerful creature into their graveyard. Although I guess you'd probably want to put it on top of your deck anyways, just so you could get it twice. But if you wanted to make sure there was a creature in your graveyard, you could put it there. They put all of them back on top. That is pretty serious. They must think they're in really good shape if they're doing that. Not super exciting to draw a land there, but we've still got the cat coming up next turn. We can go ahead and kill that Naga and attack with Those Who Serve. And the fact that we drew all this land won't be that bad. Now that we've got the ribbons active in the graveyard there. Since they put all the cards back with the Naga Oracle, the way we ended up doing it might have worked out nicely, even though I think we may have misplayed. Just the way they were able to sequence it there seemed pretty solid. But the way it worked out for us was pretty good. Not that that's a reason to think it was the right move. Alright, so let's get this cat into play. They're probably going to go ahead and final reward the cat. We'll still have the 2 little 1/1s, and I'm sure that'll be fairly annoying for him. It's going to basically make it so the Gravedigger has to stay back, and Those Who Serve will be able to swing in for 2 again. We're just chopping away at that life total. They're effectively at 3, 4, 5, 6 less than they're saying, so they're effectively at 10 here. So if we can just do them a few more damage, 6 more damage, we can, sorry, we can just deal them 10 more damage, I guess, actually. Here comes the Naga. So we're going to need to draw something in order to be able to make a nice swing next turn. Love a cast out. I think even a Magma Spray would be pretty good. Putting them all back on top again? Is that real? Wow. Seems crazy greedy to me. I think we're going to swing with Those Who Serve, as we're fine with trading Those Who Serve for the Gravedigger. And that'll open up the board a little bit for our cats to be able to swing. It also makes him not have good blocks on the big cat anymore. So I want to play the Okeetra's Attendant. I think we're going to go ahead and cast it. There's a reasonable chance that he will decide to final reward it, which makes sense. But then we get to keep the big cat if he does that. So at least here we've got two nice threats, and whichever one he doesn't final reward, we'll get to keep. Thinking about it now, actually, Lay Bare the Heart, a better target for it might have been the final reward, just because he probably would have ended up cycling the Stir the Sands, but he might have gotten several guys with it. But even if he did, okay, this is going to hurt us a little bit because we've got lands for the cut to ribbons, but it hurts us less than it would if those were anything else. It's nice that he did that instead of final rewarding, so we're going to be able to smash in the air for a little bit of damage here. Actually, this is going to cost him quite a bit of damage if he doesn't have another play here. Oh, here comes Rags. Okay, so he's going to kill two of the cats. Alright, that makes sense. That's something. I think he needed to do that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and swing in, I think, here, and we're going to Magma Spray that Oracle out of the way. We still know that he's got final reward in his hand. And all expectations at this stage would be that he will kill the Okeetra's Attendant with that. We still have ribbons in the graveyard, so he's effectively at 9 right now. I can't imagine anything but final rewarding the Okeetra's Attendant here. So we're just going to take 3 from our Cat Lord. And we will cast our friend, the Ta-Crop Elite. Alright, we're looking to be in decent shape here. Unburdened Cycle. Uh-oh, what's coming for us now? Oh, he's going to make us give him one of our creatures, so we'll have to give up the Ta-Crop Elite, since the Caracal can swing through it. Although, I know he's not making us give up a creature. Instead, he's going to cast the Aven Initiate and Seeker of Insight. Okay. That's a thing that you can do. So he's effectively at 5. I think we're going to swing with both, and we'll exert the Ta-Crop Elite. Although, that puts us in kind of a precarious situation. Interesting. This is an interesting situation here. That, I guess, makes sense. If we swing with both, he's basically going to kill one of them, and then he's going to probably steal the other one away. But he's going to get to steal a card regardless if he remembers that he's got this. I think we got to swing here. We'll swing with both here. And we're going to definitely go ahead and... Well, are we going to exert? Yeah, we're going to exert so that he can't decide to kill the cat if he wants. And then if he decides to take the damage, he just loses the game. Yeah, this way, actually, he kind of is forced to kind of block both, probably. Yeah, I thought this might happen. So I guess this is the way we're going to do it, and we'll kill the Aven Initiate. Go ahead and drop a plains. So we've got him at essentially 2 right now with our ribbons. He does have the Aven Initiate and the Riches he can play from the graveyard. He can play either of those. I expect the Initiate first. I'm just going to take Riches and go ahead and grab our Ta-Crop Elite. Okay. Hopefully either draw a way to hit him for damage or a land. Twice in a row, same kind. Alright, this is a reasonable card to grab here. Hopefully he doesn't have an easy way to deal with the Cursed Minotaur. Play that 3-2 flyer. Maybe swing with just the top crop elite or not swing at all. Okay, so hopefully we'll draw a removal spell for one of those, and then we can smash in for 3, and then we'll win the game the next turn. There's a Dissenter. That's not really a removal spell. I think we are going to go ahead and swing with the Cursed Minotaur and trade it for the Aven Initiate. Since we're allowed to make that trade right now before this gets out of hand. He's got a lot more cards in hand than we do, and we want to not let things get out of control here. We're going to go ahead and cast this Doom Dissenter. We could really use just a couple land rips in a row, and that would get us there. We also have a lot of cards in our deck we can draw. I think that will put us in a decent spot here. Although Kenny does have quite a few cards in his hand, he's getting up to where he's got more, a little bit more of a threat to be able to come back here. Okay, that's something. That's pretty weird. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and cast on Doom Dissenter. I don't know about that. I don't really like that. I think we're going to swing with Doom Dissenter for 1 and turn it into a 2-2. Yeah, I think we're just going to show him exactly what we're working with here. Bounce or counter or something. Okay, cancel. Alright, that's fine. If you got cancel, I'm happy to see you use it there and not save it for ribbons, although he may have a second cancel since he played that. Wow, that was a lot for the end of our turn there. It's interesting because without ribbons, this wouldn't be a game at all. We would be in a lot of trouble. We wouldn't even have a chance to win, really. We'd be really far behind now with having 4 cards. Our life total advantage would be negligible. So it looks like they're going to play a nice size threat here. Yep. Okay. Not ideal. Alright, Wandering Death is pretty good here. We can get our Cat Lord and our Cursed Minotaur back. We can play the Cursed Minotaur right away. We could also get Winged Shepherd if we wanted. If we get Winged Shepherd, we put him in quite a weird position, but I mean, the Cat Lord kind of puts him in a weird position too. I think we're going to get the Cat Lord here. Yeah, we're going to get Cat Lord and Cursed Minotaur. Both are pretty good at swinging. I'm going to go ahead and cast the Cursed Minotaur now. Since that's exerted, it won't be able to swing next turn, which is pretty important. Oh man, that hurts. Gotta discard the Cat Lord now. Alright. Not sure. I think they've got us here pretty soundly. Unless they make a bad swing here. That would qualify as a fatal swing if they don't have a creature to play. They're just going to take 2 from one of these creatures. Wow. I can't imagine that's real. We'll see what's going to happen because we don't have any other outs, so we're just going to swing with these 2 guys. They must have like a bounce spell or a kill spell. Yeah, it must be final reward maybe? Are they still... Yeah, they played 1, but they probably just have another. Or they could have the -2/-2 card. It's fine. So they're going to go ahead and kill our guy here. No way they are taking 3 here, right? Yeah, no way. Okay, that makes sense. And they're gonna kill us next turn. We have enough to deal 6. So we are just shy of being able to win with ribbons. So I think what we're going to do is not play this and just wait. As they've got lethal in play, maybe they'll overthink things. Don't think that's going to happen. Alright, then we're going to concede. We're going to head to game 3 here. Alright, so our matchup here I think is pretty reasonable. We could like to spread ourselves out a little bit more so we've got more dudes. Maybe the supply caravan is worth a look here. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with the supply caravan here, I think. What will we take out here? Perhaps a Doom Dissenter? Yeah, let's throw out the Doom Dissenter. Alright, let's see if we can get this last one here. This has been a pretty reasonable match. They have a pretty good deck. Cut wasn't quite enough for us there. Ribbons, rather, wasn't quite enough to get us out of that situation there. We were close. We almost got there with it, but not quite. Okay, this is reasonable. It's not amazing. We actually don't have any cards we can play, but I think we're going to keep it anyways. We're close to being able to cast the Winged Shepherd. We'll see what they do. We may cycle the Winged Shepherd, but probably not. Probably not on this first turn. We're probably just going to let them... probably just going to see what we get, rather. Black mana, that means we're going to play Unburden next turn. We're not going to worry about cycling that Winged Shepherd, as we're going to be able to cast it on 6 eventually. Hopefully they don't have the 1/3. Hopefully they hold up mana for the Essence Scatter, and then we get to Unburden them. That'd be sweet. Yeah, so I think we'll Unburden them first, and then we'll lay bare the heart later. They cycled their Unburdened, I guess, to see what we're going to be looking at here. Ooh, man. That's pretty good. Even though they can get those back later in the game for 7, those are still 2 relevant creatures that they threw away. here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cast our Lay Bare the Heart. They're going to cancel it. This is quite a game this has turned into. It's worth considering cycling the Wander in Death, but I kind of want to be able to get back the Wing Shepherd after they get rid of it. They've only got 3 cards. I think we're going to not cycle it as its card advantage. Alright, here comes the Cursed Minotaur. And then next turn we're going to have the Wing Shepherd. Feeling pretty good about where we are right now. Ooh. Not feeling good about that. Not at all. And that is why they countered our Lay Bare the Heart almost certainly. Now maybe we should cycle the Wander in Death in order to find an answer. I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, we want to see if we can find an answer as fast as we can here. The Crackle is definitely not an answer to that. I think I like swinging in here because there's like no way that they're gonna block with Archfiend. And then we're gonna cast our Wing Shepherd. We're in pretty bad shape if they have any non-creature spell or any way to cycle in their hand, which is a pretty wide variety of ways we're screwed. What is this? Okay. That's a pretty good card. I was hoping for a creature, and that is a creature, but it doesn't technically qualify for what I was really hoping for here. So we're in a troubling state of affairs here. We're probably not going to be able to get out of this, I don't think. We could make a double swing here, but I mean, he's probably going to block, kill one of our guys. We'll get to deal 3. That's not a great proposal. Alright, we're just going to throw this cat out here, and then we're going to wait to lose the game. What we really need to draw is a removal spell, so that we can deal with one of those 2 creatures. We need our cast out, probably. Magma Spray would have been fine to have on this turn, but Magma Spray is probably not going to be good enough come next turn. Yeah, and again, if he's got any non-creature spell, he'll be able to loot, which will just crush us, or that would do it. I think I would have just cast that and then looted, actually. And then done that still. Yeah, that was the better play. So a slight misplay there by our opponent, but so far ahead due to the Archfiend, it's not going to matter. I guess it's possible. I guess it's feasible they could have something really relevant up here that would make them want to do it this way. What I think is still incorrect is you just have extra cards in your hand and you'd be able to use your lands to get the counters on instead of your more relevant cards. Alright, so I guess we're going to swing in the air for 1 here. Yeah, I don't think we have outs here, really. I think we're just dead, actually. Yeah, we're going to block the Archfiend if he doesn't have a Cycler or a non-creature spell to kill us with right now. And he does, so we are toast. We're going to be discarding this mountain, and they'll be discarding, which will kill our Wing Shepherd, and that, sports fans, is going to do it. Alright, so we had a little trouble that time. We're not able to even go 2-1, but that happens sometimes. You play a lot of Magic, and sometimes you don't win. That's just how it goes.